Welcome, adventure seekers. Today, we're diving into one of the most awe-inspiring places on Earth, Yosemite National Park. Nestled in California's Sierra Nevada mountains, Yosemite spans over 750,000 acres of pure wilderness. It's famed for its towering granite cliffs, roaring waterfalls, giant sequoias, and sprawling meadows. With over 4 million visitors a year, it's a place that's on every travel enthusiast's bucket list. But today, we're not just scratching the surface. We're exploring the hidden gems, sharing fascinating history, and revealing the best times to visit each spot. Ready to embark on this unforgettable journey? Let's count down the top 10 must-visit spots in Yosemite. Number 10, Mariposa Grove. We're kicking things off with a place that feels like stepping into a prehistoric world, Mariposa Grove. Located near Yosemite's south entrance, this is the largest grove of giant sequoias in the park, home to over 500 ancient sequoias, some towering over 250 feet and dating back more than 2,000 years. The most famous resident here is the grizzly giant, a tree so massive its branches are thicker than most regular trees' trunks. Standing at 209 feet, it's estimated to be around 1,800 years old, making it one of the oldest living things on Earth. Just imagine the history this tree has witnessed, from ancient Native American tribes to modern-day explorers. Then there's the California tunnel tree, carved out in 1895 to allow horse-drawn carriages to pass through. Today, you can still walk through this living tunnel, a surreal experience that feels like stepping back in time. Take the Big Trees Loop Trail for an easy, 0.3-mile stroll that showcases the grove's most iconic trees. If you're up for more adventure, the Grizzly Giant Loop Trail, 2 miles, or the Mariposa Grove Trail, 7 miles, offer more challenging hikes with stunning vistas. And here's a little tip. Visit during sunset when the golden light makes the red bark of the sequoias glow with an almost magical aura. It's a photographer's dream. Number 9, Tunnel View. One of Yosemite's most iconic viewpoints, Tunnel View offers a panoramic scene that'll take your breath away. As you exit the Wawona Tunnel, you're greeted by a jaw-dropping vista that includes El Capitan, Half Dome, and Bridal Veil Fall, all framed by the lush Yosemite Valley. This view has been immortalized in countless photographs, most notably by legendary photographer Ansel Adams. It's been wowing visitors since 1933, and today, it's one of the most popular stops in the park. Visit at sunrise to watch the first light kiss the peaks of El Capitan and Half Dome. Or come at sunset when the golden hues set the granite walls ablaze. On cloudy days, the mist swirling around the cliffs adds a mystical vibe, perfect for moody landscape shots. If you're a photography enthusiast, bring a tripod and arrive early to secure a spot. This place gets packed. Pro tip: after soaking in the view, head down the Valley Loop Trail for a quieter, lesser-known perspective of the valley. Number 8, Glacier Point. At Glacier Point, you're standing a staggering 3,200 feet above Yosemite Valley, with a view that seems straight out of a fantasy movie. From this vantage point, you can see Half Dome, Yosemite Falls, Vernal and Nevada Falls, and even the High Sierra Peaks in the distance. It's like looking down at a postcard. The journey to Glacier Point is an adventure in itself. You can either drive up the Glacier Point Road, open late May to October, or hike the challenging 4-mile trail, which climbs nearly 3,200 feet in elevation over, you guessed it, 4 miles. For the ultimate experience, visit at sunset when Half Dome glows in shades of pink and orange. Or come at night for some of the best stargazing in the country. The Milky Way is so vivid it feels like you can reach out and touch it. During summer, ranger-led astronomy programs are held here, complete with telescopes and guided tours of the night sky. Glacier Point isn't just about the views, it's also steeped in history. It was here in the 19th century that James Macaulay, a hotel owner, began the tradition of the Firefall, where burning embers were pushed off Glacier Point, creating a fiery waterfall effect. Though the tradition ended in 1968, its legend lives on. Number 7, Yosemite Falls. Yosemite Falls isn't just a waterfall, it's a legend. Standing at 2,425 feet, it's the tallest waterfall in North America and the 5th tallest in the world. This thundering cascade is split into 3 sections: Upper Yosemite Fall, 1,430 feet, Middle Cascades, 675 feet, and Lower Yosemite Fall, 320 feet. The best time to visit? Late spring, when snowmelt transforms Yosemite Falls into a roaring spectacle visible from almost anywhere in the valley. During this time, the falls are so powerful that the mist can drench you from hundreds of feet away. Bring a raincoat if you don't want to get soaked. The Yosemite Falls Trail is one of the oldest trails in Yosemite, built in the 1870s. It's a grueling 7.2-mile round trip to the top of Upper Yosemite Fall, with an elevation gain of 2,700 feet. But the reward? An awe-inspiring view of the entire valley. For a less challenging hike, the Lower Yosemite Fall Trail is an easy 1-mile loop with incredible views of the Lower Cascade. For a unique experience, visit in winter when the waterfall freezes into a stunning ice cone. And during a full moon, you might catch a rare moonbow, a rainbow created by the moonlight refracting off the mist. Number 6. Valley View. Hidden away along Northside Drive, Valley View offers a tranquil, postcard-perfect scene. Here, the Merced River acts like a mirror, reflecting the towering El Capitan, Cathedral Rocks, and Bridal Veil Fall. This spot is less crowded but just as stunning as Tunnel View. Visit at sunrise or sunset for magical lighting that makes the granite walls glow. In spring, wildflowers add bursts of color to the landscape, and in autumn, golden foliage frames the reflection in the river. Valley View isn't just about scenic beauty, it's a place of tranquility. The gentle rustling of the trees and the serene flow of the river create a peaceful atmosphere, perfect for a moment of reflection or a quiet picnic. Number 5. El Capitan. Rising majestically 3,000 feet above the Yosemite Valley floor, El Capitan is a colossal granite monolith that defies gravity and leaves visitors in awe. It's the largest exposed granite face in the world, attracting rock climbers from every corner of the globe. This iconic cliff is so massive that it creates its own weather patterns, with swirling winds and dramatic cloud formations adding to its mystique. El Capitan was named by the Mariposa Battalion in 1851, translating to the captain or the chief in Spanish, fitting for a natural wonder that dominates the landscape. But long before that, the Ahwahnee people called it Tatakanula, believing it was the dwelling place of spirits. For rock climbers, El Capitan is the ultimate test of skill, endurance, and courage. Its most famous climbing route, the Nose, was first conquered in 1958 by Warren Harding, and since then, it has become a legendary proving ground for climbers. In 2017, Alex Honnold made history by free-soloing the Nose, scaling it without ropes or safety equipment, a feat immortalized in the Oscar-winning documentary Free Solo. Even if you're not a climber, you can still appreciate the sheer scale and beauty of El Capitan from the valley floor. The best viewing spots are from El Capitan Meadow and Tunnel View, where you can watch climbers inching their way up the vertical face, looking like tiny dots against the massive granite wall. If you visit in the evening, you might witness the firefall effect, when the setting sun lights up the face of El Capitan in fiery hues of red and orange. Number 4. Half Dome. Standing at 8,839 feet, Half Dome is Yosemite's most iconic and recognizable landmark. Its unique shape, like a giant granite dome sliced in half, was carved by ancient Glacier millions of years ago. Native Americans called it Tisaak, named after a legend of a woman who was turned to stone for crying over her husband's misdeeds. Her tears are said to form the cascading waterfalls below. Half Dome isn't just a sight to behold, it's a challenge to conquer. The Half Dome hike is one of the most demanding and exhilarating treks in the United States. Spanning 14 to 16 miles round trip, this hike gains 4,800 feet in elevation and includes the infamous cable route, a nearly vertical climb aided by steel cables bolted into the granite. Permits are required to climb Half Dome, and they are issued by a lottery system due to its popularity and safety concerns. Only 300 hikers are allowed to summit each day. The best time to visit is from late May to early October, when the cables are up and the weather is favorable. The reward for all that effort? A panoramic view from the summit that includes Yosemite Valley, Clouds Rest, and the vast wilderness beyond. If you're lucky, you might even spot a peregrine falcon soaring above. For those not ready to tackle the cables, the Glacier Point and Washburn Point offer spectacular views of Half Dome without the intense climb. Number 3. Bridal Veil Fall. One of the first waterfalls you'll see when entering Yosemite Valley, Bridal Veil Fall cascades 620 feet down a sheer granite face, creating a mist that dances in the wind. The Ahwahnee people believed the mist was the home of the guardian spirit Pahono, who guarded the valley and brought good luck to those who inhaled the mist. Bridal Veil Fall flows year-round, but its peak flow is in spring, fed by snowmelt from the high Sierras. During this time, the waterfall is a powerful torrent, and the mist can be felt from hundreds of feet away. In winter, the falls partially freeze, creating stunning ice formations at the base. The Bridal Veil Fall Trail is a short, 0.5-mile round trip that leads to the base of the falls. The trail is relatively easy, but be prepared to get wet from the swirling mist. Waterproof gear is recommended. For photographers, the best time to capture the waterfall is in the afternoon when sunlight illuminates the mist, creating vibrant rainbows. Number 2. Mirror Lake. Tucked away in Yosemite Valley, Mirror Lake is a serene and tranquil escape surrounded by majestic granite cliffs. In spring and early summer, the water is so still it creates a flawless reflection of Half Dome, giving the lake its name. Mirror Lake is one of the few places in Yosemite where you can swim, making it a popular spot for families and picnickers. The Mirror Lake Trail is a 5-mile loop that offers stunning views of Mount Watkins, Tenaya Canyon, and lush forests. Fun fact: Mirror Lake is actually a seasonal lake formed by Tenaya Creek, and by late summer, it dries up into a meadow. This transformation offers a unique hiking experience with wildflowers blooming amidst the towering cliffs. For a quieter experience, visit early in the morning when the air is still and the reflections are at their most vivid. During winter, the snow-covered landscape creates a magical scene, perfect for snowshoeing or a peaceful winter hike. Number 1. Yosemite Valley. The heart and soul of the park, Yosemite Valley is a 7-mile-long canyon surrounded by towering granite walls, roaring waterfalls, and sprawling meadows. It's the first area of Yosemite that was protected by the Yosemite Grant Act in 1864, signed by President Abraham Lincoln, making it the birthplace of the national park idea. This valley is home to the most iconic landmarks, including El Capitan, Half Dome, Yosemite Falls, and Bridal Veil Fall. Take a leisurely stroll through the Cook's Meadow Loop for panoramic views or rent a bike to explore the scenic trails. In spring, wildflowers blanket the meadows, and in autumn, the trees burst into vibrant reds and golds. Don't miss Curry Village for delicious pizza and Yosemite Village for museums and visitor centers that delve into the park's rich history and geology. And for the best sunset spot, Tunnel View offers a breathtaking panorama of the valley drenched in golden hues. In winter, Yosemite Valley transforms into a snow-covered wonderland. Yosemite Falls partially freezes, creating an ice cone at its base, while Half Dome and El Capitan are dusted with snow. Ice skating at Curry Village Ice Rink, surrounded by granite giants, is a magical experience. There you have it, top 10 must-visit spots in Yosemite National Park. From ancient sequoias to awe-inspiring cliffs and roaring waterfalls, Yosemite is a place where nature's grandeur knows no bounds. Which of these breathtaking spots are you most excited to visit? And if you've already been, what was your favorite memory? Share your thoughts below. Don't forget to subscribe for more epic travel guides. Until next time, keep exploring, keep adventuring, and remember the world is too big to leave unexplored. Catch you on the next adventure.